My question for you all today is who invented time, right? No face. I'll do a face reveal when I get to 100,000 subscribers. But what prankster, what devious little prankster invented time, right? Because if an alien civilization came down and asked us about our time scales, let's start with the millisecond, right? We'd say, oh yeah, there's 1,000 milliseconds in a second, right? That makes sense. 1,000's a nice, clean number. And then if they were a betting man, they'd say, okay, 1,000 seconds in a minute. No. 60 seconds in a minute. So then, that's pretty interesting already. And then you get to the idea of, then they'd ask us, okay, how many minutes in an hour? 60? Yeah, there's 60, of course. So why wouldn't there be 60? Okay, 60 hours in a day. No, not 60 hours in a day, 24. So already we're just not doing too good, right? Now you could say 16, 24, multiples of 12, but 1,000 isn't. So that's already a little suspect. Then after that, we get to a week. 7 days in a week. Who would guess that? 7's not a multiple of anything. So already we're off to a bad start, and the aliens are going to be like, well, what the heck? Right? 7 days and 7 weeks, or 7 days in a week. So what, 7 weeks in a month? No one really knows. Because the months actually vary in days. And they'd be like, well, they vary in days? Yeah, they go from 28 to 31, but 1 month actually every 4 years gets a day. So that's always interesting. So then right now the aliens' brains are fried, right? Because we don't even have a set number for weeks in a month. Because obviously, well, that'd be stupid, right? Who would make a set number for weeks in a month, right? And so it varies, right? And already their brains are fried, days in a month. Holy cow. So then they think, okay, what, 7 months in a year? No, 12. 12? Where'd 12 come from? 12 months in it. What does that have to do? Like, yeah, it's a multiple of 60 and 24. But I'm starting to think some jamoke, some goober in Mesopotamia decided to make time stupid, right? Who looked at a day, I get day-night cycles and I get years being standards of time, right? Before you had clocks and all that. Be like, oh, meet me in the backyard field at high noon for a pig slaughtering, right? That all makes sense. But then all of a sudden you just like, so 10 hours in a day? No, 24. Who saw a day-night cycle and said, let's split that into 24ths, right? My point is, we need to change our time scales. Everything's wacko.